So, hello dear students, we are going to do one very good question of integral. This is a part of the definite integral. It is pi by 6 to pi by 3 sin x plus cos x upon under root sin 2x dx. As I have told you earlier, whatever is given in the denominator with the opposite sign, whatever sign is given in between with the opposite sign, we need to suppose. So, I am supposing let sin x minus cos x equals to t. I am supposing sin x minus cos x equals to t. So the differentiation of this will be, the differentiation of sin x will be cos x, and the differentiation of cos x will be sin x equals to dt upon dx, or I could write cos x plus sin x dx is equals to dt. Hope we are able to see this thing also. So numerator becomes dt, but we have not supposed it as t. We have not supposed it as t. So whatever is our assumption, whatever we have supposed, we said that sin x minus cos x equals to t. If we are making square on both the sides, it becomes sin square x plus cos square x minus 2 sin x cos x equals to t square. This is 1 minus t square is equals to 2 sin x cos x, and 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. Let us put these values into the question. So it will be integral, numerator becomes dt upon denominator becomes under root 1 minus t square. But whenever we are supposing something, we need to change the limits also. In this particular question, we have not changed the limits. So let us change the limits. For x equals to pi by 6, next time for x equals to pi by 3, let us put t will be equals to sin pi by 6 minus cos pi by 6. What is the value of sin pi by 6? 1 by 2 minus cos pi by 6 root 3 by 2, and in this case it will be sin pi by 3 minus cos pi by 3 equals to t. Pi by 3 means root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. One more step I am doing, 1 minus root 3 upon 2, root 3 minus 1 upon 2. Nothing else we are going to do, directly we are putting this limit. It is, upper limit will be root 3 minus 1 upon 2, and lower limit will be, by taking minus sign common, it will be root 3 minus 1 upon 2. Is it? Both the limits are same. One more property we can apply. What is this? Minus a to a fx dx. What is this property? It will become equals to 2 times 0 to root 3 minus 1 upon 2 dt upon under root 1 minus t square. So it will be 2 times sin inverse t 0 to root 3 minus 1 upon 2. So put the limit and tell me what is the answer. You are supposed to get the answer. Yes, beta. Now we are taking the revision of one more topic. It is very easy. Only we must be knowing the identity. Identity is e to power x fx plus f dash x. So if we are finding the integral of this with respect to x, then it will be e to power fx plus c. If we are knowing this identity, then we will be able to do the above given questions. Keep in mind, one question on this particular identity will come in the exams also. So it is e to power x fx. One of the two things will be fx. If we are getting confusion, we must suppose anyone is as fx. So I am supposing fx equals to tan inverse x. That implies f dash x will be, what is the derivative of tan inverse x? It is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Yes, it is fx, then it is f dash x. So its integral will be e to power x fx, that is tan inverse x plus c. So it is the result of the question. Yes, it is very simple. If you are knowing the identity, you will be able to do the question. If you are knowing the identity, you will be able to do the question. Now we are going for the next. Let me think what best I could do with this question, so that I must be able to make two parts directly. If I am taking separate, I am not able to get it into the pattern. So what I am doing, integral x square minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 upon x plus 1 to whole square e to power x dx. Try to see, this will be the first part and this will be second part. Let me show you. It will become x square minus 1 x minus 1 x plus 1 upon x plus 1 to whole square plus 2 upon x plus 1 to whole square into e to the power x dx. Next step, I could write it as x minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus 2 upon x plus 1 to whole square e to power x dx. As per my thoughts, it will be fx. Why my thoughts? Very fast I was able to think quotient rule. In the case of quotient rule, in the denominator ka square comes. So I am thinking it will be fx, it will be f dash x e to power x dx. So the answer will be x minus 1 upon x plus 1 e to power x plus c. But still, in the board examination, there could be something different. They might make the condition. So why not? At least once we must check whether its derivative is coming this only. So need not to be worried. Denominator, that is x plus 1, differentiation of numerator will be 1 minus 0 minus numerator, that is x minus 1, differentiation of denominator means 1 plus 0 upon denominator square, that is x plus 1 to whole square. It will become x plus 1 minus x plus 1 upon x plus 1 to whole square. So it is 2 upon x plus 1 to whole square. It is verified. Otherwise we might make mistake. They may say it's something else. So checking is the best way to be sure about our answer. Yes, see, for this question now, it is under root x square plus 1 log x square plus 1 minus log x square upon x into x cube. What I have done? x4 I have done x into x square, and log a to power b was given as b log a. Now we are applying log a minus log b. We are applying log a minus log b. Integral, this is complete root I am trying to make. So x square plus 1 upon x in the square root will be x square. Log a minus log b will be log x square plus 1 upon x square upon x cube dx. Next step, I could make it under root 1 plus 1 upon x square log 1 plus 1 upon x square dx upon x cube. Now what I could do, I'm supposing let 1 plus 1 upon x square as t. So the differentiation of 1 will be 0 and x to power minus 2 will be minus 2 1 upon x cube, or x to power minus 3 it was supposed to come, so 1 upon I have taken, dx equals to dt. Next step, I could write dx upon x cube as dt upon minus 2. Let us put, we have supposed this as t as well as this as t. So root t into log t dt upon minus 2 I am writing separate. Now what could be done with this? We need to apply by part. By part means which must be taken as the first function. I let you, hope you remember, I, L, A. L is coming first, then algebraic is coming. First function is log t integral of root t, that is t to power 1 by 2 dt minus integral differentiation of log t will be 1 upon t into integral of root t is t to power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 dt. So it will become minus 1 by 2 t to power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 log t, minus minus plus 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 integral t to power 3 by 2 minus 1 will be t to power 1 by 2 dt. Now t to power 1 by 2 integral is very easy. So I suppose after this you will be able to get the result.